spin. I don't know, whatever this is. I've never heard him talk like with so much enthusiasm or energy. Like he's sort of happy. They're happy. Darlene sounds happy. They've never sounded happy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when they got money, but they've never really sounded happy. Darlene, the long pass where Quinn scores is like a real pass. Allen doesn't throw that accurately. And it's like on skates, and Quinn just sort of takes the pass and scores. The goalie is not expecting it. He's a mess. But that pass is what? The 6-3 goal. That's the right score, isn't it?
I believe that's right. It's reminiscent of the play he made against the Islanders at home a few years ago in overtime to Cousins. There's a game, and their social media team, I remember, did a great job with all kinds of different angles of it. Darlene, like inside his own blue line, just lofts a pass through the air, saucered to the opposing blue line, and Cousins does a great job corralling it, goes in, scores an overtime game. That was reminiscent of that. Not same circumstance, obviously didn't win them the game, but still. Yeah, just an incredible play. Like the daring to even try it is one thing. To actually pull it off is a whole nother.
They had a half dozen clears last night in the air that never went for icing, were all perfect. All these 05, 06 comps, like that's Ludman every time. We're just like on his backhand, bye, and no trouble. And they in the third period, they did that over and over last night. Like everybody, Owen Power, a couple of times on the wall, just like flick. And, crisis averted. So this is really fun. Can you tell? This is really fun. For me, this is really fun. Come on. Let's just...
It's the best.
It is the best.
You know how much my oldest son loves the game. Right.
Which one is that?
This is Owen.
Is that the guy that works here?
He's the one who played. Remember him? Yeah.
Owen?
Owen is his name. We've never had this.
Right.
We've never had this.
That's right.
He's
never known the Sabres
we have sat in that living room together year over year, while his hockey career was taking off and after it was going really well, and then after it ended, and we've sat in there year over year watching these games and just being almost miserable. And every night now, like the games end, and he's just like, "This is so much fun." He goes to bed. He's got to get up at 4 a.m. or whatever to come here to work.
To come here.
But I hope everybody is enjoying that with their kids too, even if they're grown adults like mine are. It's been a long time coming since you've had that. Like, you want to look at the standings as soon as the game is over. Did they give me my points from last night already? Is everybody done?
Oh.
Okay, what happened? What else happened?
Refresh, right? refresh.
Refresh. Come on, I need to see where we are.
Wow, what a time. Here's John with us. Hi, John.
Hey guys, I'm really excited about this topic. The one thing I found with 05, 06 and this year, I know the season's not over yet, but I'm finding so many parallels with that particular year and now, like just like the Olympics being in Italy that year, they're in Italy this year. I feel like, I mean, I don't know, I'm like kind of superstitious, but just like the young line with like Roy, Pominville, Vanek. Now you got these guys like Helenius, you've got Doan, Osland.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that year too. Marty Biron, Miller like broke his hand in practice, and Biron won like 13 straight games or something.
That's the number. Yep.
Yeah, Alex Lyon has a 9-game win streak right now. Tuck is going to be a free agent. I remember Briere going to arbitration. I mean, I wrote so many down. Kulik out. I mean, there was like a couple. There was one injury with Dumont and Briere where they had like sports hernias.
Correct.
I'm just finding like all these crazy parallels. And then the big one is coming out of the lockout. The Sabres had almost lost their team, and no one cared about hockey. And that's kind of how this year feels. Like they were horrible, and now it just feels so much like 05, 06. No expectation.
It's very weird. You're right. I mean, there's really, thank you, John. There's really a list here. I didn't think about the Olympics location as one of the things, but you're right. Doug is next. Hi, Doug.
How are you guys doing today?
Really well.
I was at the game last night. Certainly fantastic to be amongst 17,000 Leaf fans and stick it to them, I would say.
I'll bet.
Just wanted to comment about Mallenstein and the block shots. The team, they get more excited and the sticks are banging on the side of the boards on every block shots. Like, you can just see the commitment and the appreciation of the guys. They're playing with confidence. You know, the training staff's having fun in the back behind the bench. Like, everybody in the organization right now, I think they're enjoying the ride. They're playing with confidence and they're playing freely. And I think, it certainly is fun to watch. We can't explain why, but we're going to enjoy it while it's here.
I thought coming through the TV, Doug, I was watching the game, of course, like all of us from home, that it was dead even for a Leafs crowd. Like a Leafs crowd rarely gets to that sort of fever pitch like certain crowds do. I'm not saying this is the Sabres either, at least for a long time. Mm-hmm. But at 5-3, or even the second period, I didn't see the whole second period, but it just felt like this is a team that's been losing. They've been good, and now it's going the wrong way. And now here's Buffalo. Really? It's that bad? Mm-hmm. And I just thought, it was a library last night.
Well, and they had the opportunity to honor Darryl Sittler last night, sort of the 50th anniversary of the 10-goal game. So the crowd was certainly into it. And we've mentioned about the offside call and the no goal. You know what? The Sabres just never panic. There is a quiet confidence. And even when UPL, I don't even think the coaching staff were aware that he was injured. He came to the bench, sort of talked to the trainer, and was out. And when the next goalie goes in, it was a couple of shifts later. There's the captain going back. It's almost like he didn't even realize, where normally, they would go and tap him and, you're in the game, congratulate. Darlene almost went back and apologized because he didn't realize there even was a change in goaltending. But every step of the way, it was just so much fun. So.
Thank you, Doug. They got a power play immediately when the goalie change happened.
If they didn't realize, then they just tightened up. Because I heard Marty say this during the first intermission. It's like 12 minutes in, right, that Luukkonen leaves the game. So it's only 8 minutes, so not even half a period. But I think that the Leafs got credited with one shot on goal after Ellis came in, and Marty said he couldn't remember where it was. Like, they didn't give up anything the rest of the first period. Like, Ellis comes in cold, and they just buttoned it up. And we're winning by the time that was over, and we're never trailing again. And the Leafs got some chances. Ellis was tested in the third pretty well. But even into the second period, it felt to me very much like they just weren't giving up much, which is, again, rare for a Sabres team.
Well, that's 2006, if you remember it, there are so many, as the previous caller stated, a lot of fans, I think, are talking about that. How many parallels, the kid line, the unexpectedness of it all, 3 goalies. Yesterday I mentioned that. Right. Like, there are so many things. What's different is, listen up, kids. What's different is how many top-tier defensemen play for the Sabres right now versus then. Like, Campbell sprouted that year, and maybe my favorite thing about going to those games was, holy crap, look at 51. Like, he just never gives up the puck. He's on the ice the whole – where did this come from? Maybe Samuelson, as a very different style player, is a version of that. Where did this come from? And then you had Jay, and Tallinder and Ludman were like
the number one pair.
This team has 4 to 5. You tell me the right number. Really good defensemen. They vary in style, and that team did not have that. By the time we got to 2006-07, you and maybe many fans were scared for the Sabres because they did not have the blue line. Like, they weren't big. They did not. Am I wrong here? Like,
no.
This team has a few elite, pretty close to elite defensemen, or playing like it.
Right.
And that affords them a very interesting advantage, or in a different. This has never been true of the Sabres ever, where they had the blue line kind of locked down. So you said about Kesselring, if you get that.
Yeah, if you get him going, he has, to me, there have been flashes to indicate that he could become a part of that. But right now, I can't give it to him because it's just been it's been too uneven. He's been hurt so much, and
we don't know that yet.
When he's played a lot of times, He hasn't been, I don't think, 100%. There was one little glimpse where I think he was maybe truly healthy and he looked like he could be, and then he turned his ankle again or whatever. So now he's back, and hopefully he can steady the ship here. But those four guys right now, Power, Dahlin, Byram, and Samuelson, are the thing that's making it go the most to me.
Who's better?
I think Dahlin is still...
Who's better in the league?
Oh.
Like, how many teams have that depth of... This is Anaheim. This is also, like, I'm just sort of shedding all this rust. This is what Anaheim had in 2007, coupled
Pronger,
with what the Sabres were not.
Bosherman, and somebody else. I can't remember who. But, yeah, they... Mm-hmm.
And, like, how are you getting through them?
Right.
I mean, the Sabres, it's different players and different
styles.
It's a different league.
They don't have a Pronger back there, but very few teams do at this point. Like someone that's that mean and that productive. But still, to me, it's the thing that is driving this.
Their D is super good.
Yeah,
and it could get better, and they still are scoring 4 goals a game. On average,
yeah,
for a month or 2 months.
Their D has been super solid, and like Zach Metza and Jacob Bryson have been their third pair. Which
don't forget Zach Jones.
If you ever get
don't sleep on Zach Jones.
Maybe he'll get a chance to play. I don't know, but if you can get like Timmins back, which has been like he and Kesselring could be at least a group that you could maybe play 16 or 17 minutes a night so that those top 4 guys are not all playing 23, 24 a night. And because I don't think that is long-term sustainable, through a whole season and then to the playoffs. And yes, I'm just, I'm thinking about how fresh these guys are going to be for the playoffs.
You should be.
Because it's going to matter. So, I think that's a spot you could still look at hopefully getting bolstered either by return from injury or Kesselring just stabilizing and staying healthy for long enough to become the player they envisioned him being when he got here. And but to me, it is the thing on this team that is the most responsible is that those top 4D are just making it happen.
I'm getting a little verklempt.
I believe it.
I mean, I am getting a little verklempt.
I just really do. I do hope that Luukkonen is my sense is with no update today, like I'm bracing for that to be I'm nervous about what that injury is going to be and how long it's going to be because some fans I think still want to hang what he looked like earlier this year on him. He's been every bit as good as Lyon. The results aren't exactly the same, but like his record was impeccable. Paul talked about it yesterday. Both guys' save percentages were like 925, 928 through this stretch. Lyon's got the winning streak that predates him having an injury. And Luukkonen, that tandem to me is very valuable. And we'll see. Ellis has gotten good results, but he can be a tough watch.
You have a top group defensively that the 06 team didn't quite have. But you don't have Ryan Miller right now, especially if he's out. Text from one of the greats, Grand Island faculty, WGR alum, Extendo Sports.
Oh, wow.
Dan Hager texts, those of us who are old enough are having their own versions of this, perhaps right now. He writes, it gets real when Topps starts making player coins. There's a guy that knows whether a text meets a threshold, and if it doesn't, don't send it. Oh, baby.
I went to Wilson Farms for those coins.
Remember
Wilson Farms had the coins
Wilson Farms.
back in 05, 06. Like that, everybody's going to Wilson Farms. I can sing the whole jingle if you want.
Those are now 7-Eleven.
Yeah, those are now 7-Elevens, right. They
sing the whole jingle. We do want this.
I don't know the whole. Everybody's going to Wilson Farms because they got what you want and they got it right now. That's all I know. I don't know if there's more words than that, but that's the chorus. Anyway, yeah, I remember going to 7-Eleven to get coins.
The chorus
To get coins.
And the paper had
Yes.
like posters, or
Yes.
what did they have?
They had posters.
The fact it's the paper.
The paper. My friend, our friend, Brad Ryder, his dad framed, we still have it. It hangs in an office that became a game room in our house, on the second floor of our house, framed all of those posters, like small, it's not, I don't have 20 posters framed, like 18 by 20.
No room.
But like smaller, the news eventually produced like a something you could frame with examples of each of those, and that hangs in my house. Yeah,
Wow.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here come the Olympics to shut us down. But, 5 games first. Joe Brady, introductory news conference as the Bills head coach tomorrow at noon. What perfect timing by the Sabres. Mike Schopp and the Bulldog. We will talk football with Chris Trapasso coming up just after 4. Chris is local. He might want to talk about the Sabres, and then it's 4:24 and we're done.